I shoot you, man. That's what's wrong. You're not okay. How's it going, guys? Alright, let's stop that. So, hope you guys are all getting ready for Halloween. It's right around the corner. Literally. It's quite literally around the corner. So let's take this off for a second because it's getting a little hot. I'm here in Hawaii, right? Ah, only Bane could do that, right? How does Bane eat? You guys ever thought about that or wondered about that? How does Bane eat or drink? But I'm not that kind of guy. I don't want to. His character was awesome, so I don't want to mess it up. Anyway, um, so we're gonna do a little updates here and do a little bit of updating. I updated or uploaded a video uh, with sculpting. I sculpted a zombie. I don't know if you guys watched it, um, but if you did, and for those that are trying to understand the concept of making a zombie prosthetic for yourself from your own face cast, see I have a face cast here, and let me show you everything that happened. Face cast, right? Not mine. I sculpted the clay on top to look like a zombie, as you guys would have seen in the one of my last videos. Okay, so I made a cast on top of that using hydrocal, which is a stone like this, plaster of Paris style. You do a cast on top of that, which is this. Okay, that's the negative, right? It's actually done really quick. There's all. If you guys watch Face Off, you can tell, see what it is. Um, but what this is a negative of the shape I did with the sculpt. So that's the positive, negative, and inside there has the shape and the all the lines, details, and everything. In that negative, you pour your latex, liquid latex. You can go to any kind of special effects store or order it. If you want to cut it, if it's too thick, you don't want it like toothpaste, like a toothpaste mixture. You want it kind of watery. You cut it with ammonia if it's ammonia based, and you mix it up and you get it to a watery consistency. And what I did was I poured it in, swished it around, dumped it out, let it set. Now I'll show you here. Okay, so the areas that are around the head or around the face that you'll be gluing around, you want that as thin as possible because when you glue it onto the face, you cannot see the seam. Okay, I'm sure you've seen that on Face Off and all this special effects stuff. But I'm just letting you know because if you thicken it up too much, as I have in the past, you'll have a strong prosthetic, but it'll be really hard to blend in the edges unless you have a compound that you can add over the edges. But to bypass that compound and make it a little simple, what I did was after I poured it in, I kind of smeared it with my finger around the edges to thin it out. So it goes from thin to gradually thicker, and the thicker part is where you have all the details. Okay, so this is I actually have latex inside there right now. And this is, I pulled one last night, so I will show you what it looks like. Okay, this is the face, and this is one of the prosthetics I pulled off of it. Okay, let's see, boom. Now you can see all the detail, right? See how thin those edges are? They're almost transparent where you can see the color underneath, and they don't have to be perfect because, like, obviously you see here it's kind of like torn a little bit. That's fine. What you'll use to glue it, you can use either spirit gum or liquid latex again. Make sure that your person is dry. Apply some on the inside of here, especially around the edges. You can use like a Q-tip. If you use a brush, it'll gunk up when you wash it with water. So be aware. You can probably wash it out in ammonia, so it'll dilute it. But if you don't have that and you just want to apply it, use like a Q-tip or your finger. Dab it all around the edges and dab it around the areas that's going to be touching your face. If you don't know where it's going to be touching your face, then put it on and kind of sketch it on with a makeup pencil or some way of knowing where it's going to meet. That way, when you cover it with liquid latex, you let it dry. Okay, let that dry. Let your prosthetic dry. And then when you touch them together, they will bond instantly. Actually, it'll probably be hard to get it off a little bit. You just have to take your time and slowly take it off. So from there, I have another piece that was the chin. The whole thing was one piece, but I kind of separated it here and there. So, let's see. All right. See the sunken in eyes. The shriveled skin, the lip is kind of chapped and busted up, and all the little deep sockets I can throw some blood in, like I have over here. But it's really fun, and it's pretty easy. Try and do a face cast. If you don't know how, look it up on the YouTube. There are tons of videos on it. Um, take your time. It can be frustrating sometimes. Get pretty irritating. If you know somebody that's kind of artsy or has the ability to do this, have them make a face cast for you. You can do tons of sculptings on top of there and make all kinds of prosthetics for you. Just like on Face Off, like I keep saying here, which is on Sci-Fi Channel. I'm not in no way endorsing them or anything. I'm just letting you know that it's out there. Also, when I finished, this is one of my supernatural knives. Okay, kind of hard to see. Ah, better. Alright, that's a deer horn replica. Okay, I casted it in resin. Alright, I made the sheath, as you can tell, and I have a demon trap scribed on there. It's really hard to tell, but right there, you can see all the little symbols. And this is Supernatural Demon Killing Blade. Okay, the one that Ruby gives to Sam, Dean, and Bobby. But yeah, polished aluminum. The tip is pointy as hell. I've stuck myself with it accidentally while polishing it, and it did bring blood to my hand. Got all the symbols on there. Okay, it's polished aluminum, and this is it. But I made the sheath itself as well, and it's not a big reproductive looking one. It's not perfect, and that's what I kind of figured that they would have. It's if you ever watch the show Supernatural, they don't have things that are just made from a factory. Everything is handed down through generations and generations. So that's why I wanted this to kind of have a weathered, beaten up look. And I got a little bead on the bottom. It's really hard to tell, but yeah, I see it. But yeah, actually, I just made this one up there, and I have 3 more to make. And like all my other stuff, I put it on eBay. But I love it. I love the look of it. It's really, really, really close to the original looking one. Um, so what did we go over? We went over the prosthetic piece, the molds, and the supernatural knife. Let's see. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. Oh yeah, I should be putting up a video on how to apply the makeup, how to apply the prosthetic. So that'll probably be the next video. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. And just subscribe and comment, leave comments, good comments or questions. Okay. And I hope you guys have a great day, great weekend. It's Sunday. Enjoy it. I'll talk with you later. Aloha.